Hey everyone, Trucker John here. Today I'm going to show you how I slide the tandems. Alright, so first let's discuss what are the tandems. The tandems are the rear axles and the tires of the trailer. They are the tandem tires. They're the ones that follow the front. That's why they're called tandems. So I didn't know this when I got into trucking. Maybe some of you may or may not have known this also, but you can actually slide these. We're going to show you today what that means. So to move the tandems, you have to release these pins. So to do that, you just pull this lever that's right over here. Once you pull that lever, the air pressure will release these pins. They'll suck into the frame there, and that will give basically the free plate to move this entire bar. The whole tandems can slide front and back with the trailer, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what is the purpose of sliding the tandems? So if you notice these holes that are along the frame here, so what we want to do is when we retract the locking pins, there's one here and one at the back for the tandems. Once they get sucked in and we can move them back and forth, we can line up these pins with a hole to get them to lock back in. What does that do exactly? So the short answer is weight distribution. So when the shippers load the truck, load the trailer, they put a lot of stuff in the front, they put stuff in the middle, they put stuff in the back, right? So it could only weigh so much. So we distribute the weight into three different sections. The front steer tires, which can be no more than 12,000 pounds. The drive tires should be no more than 34,000 pounds. And the rear tandems also 34,000 pounds. So overall the truck should not weigh more than 80,000 pounds. That is the legal limit pretty much in every single state without any special permits. So when they load too much stuff to the front or too much product to the rear, they don't get exactly that weight distribution right when they're loading it. That's when we come in and we slide the tandems back to redirect that weight either towards the front or towards the rear, so that way we're not over on either of those tires. It's on the drive or the tandem tires, so we have to distribute that weight by sliding the tandems. Okay, so in order to release those locking pins, we need to make sure we have enough air pressure. So once we build to our governor cut, we're going to build the air pressure into the trailer. Alright, as we can hear, it's building up air pressure after pulling on that red knob. So once it's got enough air pressure, we're going to pull this knob right here. When I pull on that should get sucked in. So it went in on both ends, in the front and on the rear. So now the tandems are loose. They are not secured to the trailer anymore. So if I try to move the trailer, they're going to go back and forward. So let's try that out. Alright, so as you saw, the trailer and the tandems slid separately from each other. So depending where I need the tandems to sit, each hole would represent a different weight distribution for the amount of load I have on the trailer. So every time we have to check that to make sure we are within legal limits, to make sure our weights are properly set on each section of the trailer. So another cool thing that these trailers have, and inside the tractor I'm going to show you next, we have what's called a true scale or a right scale. So we can actually weigh our truck as it's sitting. We actually have scales that are built into the trailer and the truck. I would say they're 99% accurate. It's still sometimes a good idea to go to an actual scale to get weighed. But it's a really good This is a good way to tell what you are without having to worry about going over. If you have a very light load, you know you're safe, you're good to go. I would say if you're pushing the 80,000 pounds and it's showing that on your scale inside the truck, it might be a good idea to go down into the truck stop and get weighed anyway, just to be 100% sure. Have that ticket with you to show any kind of weigh station that, yeah, when I scaled, this is what I was at, and that should get you off the hook if there's any issues. So let me show that to you right now. So this is the right weight scale. So basically this is showing the weight of the truck. You pull this out and the scale will go up, showing you exactly what the weight is. So we don't want to go over 33,000 pounds, like I said, on the front, and then I'll show you what that looks like in the, in the rear, and I'll show you what it looks like in the front as well, inside the tractor. Now this is the scale for inside the truck, inside the tractor. This is showing the weight over the drive tires. So as you can see right there, we're sitting at right about 33,000 pounds. So we're 33 in the front, 33 in the rear, so we are in compliance.